Hello everyone, I am Pratibha. In today's video, we discuss with concepts and functions. In this, we have the concept called none. In Python, there is a value called none, which represents the absence of a value. That means it is a null value. None is the only value of the none type data type. This value without a value can be helpful when we need to store something that won't be confused for a real value in a variable. One place where none is used is as the return value of print. The printf function displays text on the screen, but it does not need to return anything in the same way length or input does. But since all the function calls need to evaluate to a return value, printf returns none. So that is what we understand here is, see, whatever the functions we have in a Python, all the functions will return some value. Okay, if it is length, we have taken an example, it returns a number of letters present. Again, if you take input, it returns a string whichever you have passed as a argument to it. And if I take about a print will be returned, it displays only the string whatever it is there, but it doesn't return anything, which means that it returns none value. Okay, even though it is not returning anything, but it returns uh, by default it is none value. Spam is equals to print hello. See, now here the print, it is going to print a value. Once it has been printed, the spam contains what? Because it is just printing hello, it doesn't return anything. So, but spam contains what? So now, if we want to check what is contained in a spam, we are just comparing with a none. None here is equals to spam. It is true because once a print statement is executed, it returns a none to spam. So none is equals to spam. Yes, it is true. Okay. Keyword arguments and print function. Most arguments are identified by their position in the function call. For example, random.randint 1, 10 is different from random.randint 10, 1. The function call random.randint 1, 10 will return a random integer between 1 and 10 because the first argument is low end of the range and the second argument is a high end, while random.randint 10, 1 causes an error. However, keyword argument are identified by the keyword put before them in the function call. Keyword arguments are often used for the optional parameters. You can see, for example, the printf function has an optional parameter end and sep, that means end and sep, to specify what should be printed at the end of its arguments and between its arguments respectively. Print hello, print world. Okay, it prints hello and it prints a world. The two strings appear on separate lines because the print function automatically adds a new line character to the end of the string it is passed. That means print hello means it prints a hello and it takes a to a next line. So when I print world, it displays in the next line. So however, we can set the keyword argument to change this different string. For example, if the program can be written as print hello, comma end is equals to then empty string print world. So this you can observe print hello, comma end is equals to then empty string print world. So here the output is printed on a single line because there is no longer a new line printed after a hello. Instead, the blank string is printed. This is useful if we need to disable the new line that gets added to the end of every printf function. Similarly, when we pass multiple string values to a print, you can see that print cats, dogs, mice. So here, if you print that, it is going to print what? The spacing between them. Okay. Again, you can separate it by commas also. So this is how separate is equals to comma. See, when I wanted to separate between the strings, we have to use a keyword called sep. For that, you have to pass in a quotes what things to be needed for separating it. Usually, we take a comma, and end is equals to, if you give empty string, that means it is, you are going to remove the line spacing, and that means new line character, and you are going to add the word, both the strings in a single line. Okay, so thank you everyone. The next concept is local and global scope, so that we see in a next video. Thank you.